Hello, and welcome to Spotlight on Souris, brought to you by WCG TV, Access Channel 12, right here in Souris, Manitoba. Today is November 4th, 2016, and my name is Laura Simons. I would like to welcome to the show Mark Rickman, who is here to talk to us about radon gas. Mark, you own and operate Rickman Plumbing and Heating here in town.
Correct.
And can you tell us what is radon gas? It's a gas, right?
Right,
Okay.
it's a radioactive gas. Originates from the decay of uranium. It's in the soil everywhere. It's an odorless, tasteless, sightless gas. So it's easily, enters the home or building without any detection.
Really? Good.
Yeah.
So is radon connected to some cancers?
Radon is connected to some cancers. It's the second leading cause of lung cancer in Canada.
Besides smoking?
Behind smoking,
Mhm.
correct. And the leading cause of lung cancer of non-smokers.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow. Didn't know that. Now, how does it enter your home?
For the most part of the year, the soil pressure is greater than the air pressure in your house. So that differential in pressure causes the radon to leak into the foundation through cracks in the foundation around pipes that aren't sealed properly. A sump pump or pit, for example, might not have a contained lid on it.
Right.
So it's a perfect highway for radon to enter the house or building.
And being odorless, tasteless, you're just not going to know if it's coming into your
Right.
house or not.
Right.
Okay. So are there certain homes that will have it over and above others? Or older homes, maybe?
Not necessarily. Every
Wow.
home will have some level of radon, and the only way to determine what that level is for the house to be tested.
Okay. And how does that happen?
There is a couple of ways of doing the testing. It's called a long-term test. It gives the best results. So it's, I guess not necessarily we, but you can buy a home kit from like a local hardware store, or you can hire us, a certified professional, who would come in and put a device in the home, and it has to be a long-term test, being a minimum of 3 months all the way up to a year.
Okay.
Best results, or when they want us to do the testing, is winter months, because the building or home would be closed up instead of the windows being open in the summer kind of thing.
Right. Okay, so home kit, is that a long-term test or is that a short-term test?
The home kit would be a long-term test. You can
As
buy the
well.
short-term.
Yeah, okay.
They kind of use those as for, say, a real estate transaction, if you need to know the results within a week or two.
Okay,
It only gives an indication of what the level is. It doesn't give the
a true
rate.
level,
Right.
okay. And that's where it would be better, I think, to hire somebody who's qualified to be able to do that testing within your home, right?
Correct. Yeah, when you buy the in-store one, it's kind of, you're just following the guideline that they have written out, the instructions. Whereas if we were to come in, we've been trained, we've taken a course.
And you interpret
Right,
your results.
right.
Okay.
And once we've gone and collected the test device after approximately, we keep them in there for approximately 9 months. And once we get the device back, we send it away to an independent lab to get the test results, and then they send those via email back to us.
And then what happens when you find those results are, your house is high, then what happens? What do I do with my house?
Okay, so there's the best case scenario is what we come in and we consult you, and it's called mitigation. So what we would do is a series of tests to determine airflow communication underneath the slab of your house.
Oh, okay, where it's most likely sneaking into your home.
Right. What we do is, if the test result comes back high, an acceptable level is 200 becquerels per meter cubed. And that's Health Canada standard. Anything over 200 and below 600, they want you to mitigate within 2 years. Anything over 600, they want to mitigate within a year. Mitigation process is, we would jackhammer a hole in the floor, approximately 4 inches in diameter, stick a pipe below the surface, stick a fan on that discharges the air to the exterior of your house, and it runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which lowering the pressure below the slab, so not allowing the air to leak up into the basement.
Pressure to come in,
Right.
exactly. So you just don't go around and seal all the cracks in your basement?
That's one step that will help,
Okay,
but for best results, you need to lower that pressure below the slab with the fan.
wow.
So-
That's kind of frightening that you could have something like that sneaking into your home without you even knowing.
Yeah, and for example, like 2011 flood in Souris that year, lots of people just jackhammer holes in their floor for like obviously to save their basement,
Mhm.
trying to keep the water out. But when they did that, lots of people just put, like, for example, 5-gallon pails in with a sump pump in it and discharge that to the exterior, getting rid of the water, but you're also leaving that for the radon just to come directly into the house.
Yeah,
So that's why,
like a welcome mat, you might as well put out by
Right.
that hole in the ground.
yeah, and the building code states when you put a sump pump and pit in, it has to be a sealed lid on the
Yeah.
sump pit, so.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, that seems quite frightening. So if, are there other symptoms that people have or side effects from being exposed to this radon?
No, as far as any research is done, it's just the long-term exposure to high levels of radon is linked to cancer. Other than
Wow.
that, there's no other symptoms linked, so.
We automatically, in the medical profession, we automatically link that to smoking or being brought up in a home where there were smokers, et cetera. We
Right.
don't really give a whole lot of thought to necessarily our environment that's unbeknownst to us.
Mhm,
Wow.
correct.
That's very interesting. So this must really affect people putting up brand new homes. Like there's just lots of construction going on right now. When they're building, they have to take even that into consideration.
Correct, yep, and the building code now states that when we rough in the plumbing for a house, we have to put a pipe under the slab that's perforated and bring that from approximately the middle of the house into the mechanical room. Stub it up above the finished surface.
Mhm.
So when the house is tested, we can hook a fan up to that pipe that's already been established underneath, so we don't have to jackhammer a hole in the floor, so.
Oh, really? So the building code is in preparation for that?
Correct.
Wow,
Yes. Mhm.
wow. Because yes, you don't really, once you have a surface done and a
It's a lot of
contained-
extra work, yeah,
Yes, yes,
involved.
it is.
And obviously with the extra work, it's a lot of extra money that needs to be put out, so.
Wow, that's all very interesting. Well, is there anything else you can share with us about radon gas? Did we cover everything?
Yeah, we-
Odorless, tasteless, no signs and symptoms, side effects from being exposed to it, except long-term
Exposure is linked to
Linked
high
to-
level of cancer.
cancer.
Correct.
Wow.
We have completed 30 tests in the area. Of the 30, about 38% have come back with above acceptable levels of radon.
So they are on a mission to get those sorted out, or you've done something right away?
We've done some remediation, or mitigation, I mean.
Mhm.
Others just, I guess it's just kept for their own knowledge. They
Right.
chose not to mitigate. For example, in my house, the level came back 292. My house
That's
is 3 years old,
Right,
and the acceptable level is 200, so
Right.
it's about approximately 100 above the acceptable level. So I put in the mitigation system into my own house and lowered it down to 54. So,
okay. Okay, because you expect to spend a lifetime in your own home.
Correct.
And you want your lungs to last you that lifetime until we're old and
Correct.
healthy, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, okay. So that's great. Thank you for bringing that information to us. I'm sure that's, some of that is certainly a surprise to me, even as a
Mhm.
nurse in our community, but thank you very much for coming in.
well,
Spotlight on Souris is brought to you by volunteers of WCG TV. I'd like to thank Sheila Kirkup, who is our guest coordinator, Lloyd Barkley, who is our cameraman, Amber Doyle, who is our editor. My name is Laura Simons. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a great day.